Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome, welcome. My name is Georgia. So, I told you guys Destiny was one of my favorite people on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, if you don't already know, Carlos King has a YouTube channel and he usually interviews the castmates from his shows and of sometimes other shows. So we've been wanting for him to interview Destiny, and it finally happened. If you don't already know, Destiny was on this show from season 1 to 5. We're in season 6 right now, and at the last reunion, things were a little bit. Last season, things were a little bit hairy. And even at the last reunion, people were saying things like, she wasn't showing her true reality. We even had Kimmy come and tell her that they've been trying to pull stuff out of her, but she's just not sharing. Only to find out now that when she was going through her divorce from LeBaric and the child custody, that she had a gag order put on her where she couldn't even mention his name. She couldn't even talk about anything having to do with what was going on with the custody battle and the divorce. And she said that there were a lot of times when she came to set and she was being served almost daily. She had processors knocking on her door almost every day, serving her for different things. And it just threw her off because she was like, as you guys know, when you're going through a divorce, it's really a sad time because that's a relationship that's breaking down and you really don't know who you are outside of the relationship, especially if you've been in one for years. So that's what she was telling Carlos, that she really couldn't talk about what was going on, and there were certain things that she couldn't talk about either, because if she did, she would be incriminating other cast members and their fake storyline. So Destiny was dropping some bombs in that interview. So we get to find out that actually Letitia is an actual friend of hers. She said Letitia and her were building a friendship from season 1, and Letitia has become one of her ride or die, and she really appreciates the fact that Letitia stayed around even though things were happening, within the mix up with the castmates and stuff. There was one incident where they talked about at the reunion where Mel said she heard Destiny and Letitia talking about her in the next room. She said off camera her and Mel met, and she told her that, no, I didn't hear you talking about me. It's the simple fact of who you were having a conversation with. The fact that to she was talking to Letitia, and she actually considered Letitia her enemy. She said she thought her and Letitia were in a different place. This is Mel telling Destiny. But when Letitia came on the reunion and told her that she's a wolf in sheep's clothing, like she throws a stone and hide her hand. Yeah, she at that point she considered her an enemy. So it's the fact that Destiny was talking to Letitia. That's one of the reasons why her and Melody are not friends anymore. And then again, Melody believes that even though she was confiding in Destiny regarding what was going on between her and Martell going through the divorce, she didn't feel like she was safe in Destiny's space, because remember, Destiny knows Martell since she was about 15 years old. So she felt that everything that she was telling Destiny, she was taking it back to Martell. So that's one of the reasons why she actually cut the friendship off. So Carlos asked her, "Do you think that you and Mel could ever be friends again?" She said, hopefully, yes, but at this time, it's not something she really wants, only because, she wants her friends who are actually going to be true to themselves and not give us a character on television. So she's letting us know that Mel is not showing her true self. She says a lot of people on the cast aren't giving you their reality. She said that maybe in the future they could be friends again, but at this time, she don't think it's gonna happen. She said she wants people who are gonna they're going to climb to the top together. Mel wants to do everything alone. So, let her do it. But in my opinion, I really don't think Mel and Destiny needs to be friends, because she's still friends with Martell, as she should be. They've known each other long, and she's meeting Mel through Martell. So, that's her friend. Keep that friendship over there with Martell, and leave Mel alone. She'll be okay. Um, Another thing she said, that Carlos asked her, do you feel that there's people on the show who are not giving us their truth? And she said, yes, especially your favorite. And Carlos was like, who my favorite? She's just looking at him. It's like, your favorite. You know who your favorite. The one that everybody says is your favorite. And we all know that's Mel. She said if Mel should give her truth, then she'll be a lot more interested. So I'm like, what is she talking about? Martell is saying the same thing. Tisha's saying the same thing. Now Destiny's saying the same thing. Something is going on. Too many people are saying that Melody is not being truthful with us for there not to be something. So let's see what happens going forward. He then asks her, I'm just, rolling through some of the questions all over the place. He then asks her if she'll ever come back on the show. And he also mentions Love and Marriage Detroit. If you guys know, that's another franchise in the Love and Marriage franchise. Detroit, we are in the first season. We're up to episode 4. I review every episode, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click on the playlist for Love and Marriage Detroit to watch all 4 of my reviews so far. But he asked her, would you come back to Love and Marriage Huntsville or Detroit? And she's like, Detroit, I'll do both if I need to, but I could go back and forth between Detroit and Huntsville, because as you know, Destiny is a native of Detroit. So she's so proud of Carlos, and she told him that, that he is showcasing their city and stuff like that, and she really appreciates it. He then asks her about her personal relationship with Moses, who we met in season 5. And yes, they're still together. It's getting serious. And he asks her if she's gonna have another child. She said Moses doesn't have any kids, and that's one of his that's one thing that he wants if they're gonna move forward as a couple. So it was a really interesting interview. I really enjoyed it. She had a lot more to say, of course, and she just let us know what's been going on with her. But I like the fact that Carlos actually did that interview with Destiny. I've been wanting him to do one with her, and he finally did it. And she is letting the cat out of the bag. She says stay away from those Huntsville men, because she said that the Scott's brothers were trying to shut her up at the reunion, and there's a reason why. She also said there's a lot of people who are not giving their reality, and if they were, the show would even be a lot more interesting. So that was a nice interview between Carlos and Destiny. I'm going to link it down below for you guys to listen. So in case there's anything that I didn't go over, you could actually hear it, come from her mouth. So go ahead and click the link below to listen to the interview. As always, I thank you for watching my video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it if you will. And until next time, make sure that you take care of yourselves and your family. Bye-bye.